Hey ladies, it's Deanna from thelivefitgirls.com, and today we are going to do a full body stretch. So for this, all you need is a towel to help you stretch, or you could use like a yoga strap or a resistance band. So let's get started. So we're going to start standing, and we're going to do a little bit of a neck stretch just to get going. So stand with your feet hip distance apart. This is one of my favorite stretches, especially if I'm working at the desk all day. So you're gonna put your left hand down towards the floor. You wanna flex it, so imagine that you're kind of pressing the floor away from you. And then bring your right hand on top of your head and just bring your right ear to your right shoulder and just take a little stretch. So you wanna really stretch out the side of that neck. And the hand is just gonna be there for a little bit of extra resistance to work against. And here you can kind of rock your chin forward and back. If you've been following along for a long time, we've done this stretch before. It's really great to help improve your posture and help stretch everything out. So I like tilting my chin towards my chest just a little bit, just to get a little bit towards the back of the neck. And again, you can roll forward and back just a little bit. Hang out at any point that has a little bit of tension. And then gently release that hand, bring your neck back up, and you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So press that right hand down towards the floor, left hand comes on top of the head, and you bring the left ear to the left shoulder. And then again, you can rock forward and back just a little bit, stretching out that neck. And again, really press that palm down towards the floor so that you're really getting a little extra stretch in that neck. And again, stop anywhere where there's a little bit of tension. You might find one side of your neck is a little bit tenser than the other. That's totally normal. Remember to breathe through it and be really gentle here. You don't need a huge, huge, huge stretch. You'll feel it. Good, and then bring it back up. Let's just roll out those shoulders just a little bit. And we're gonna do a little bit of neck rolls just to finish up. So you're gonna bring your left shoulder to your left ear, roll it down, and then to the other side. And just go back and forth. So this is gonna really help stretch the back of that neck. Keep your shoulders and your chest back, or your shoulders back and your chest lifted. So you don't wanna slouch forward on this one. And just a few shoulder rolls. Let's do one more. And then roll out those shoulders. All right, so grab your band or your towel. So if you're doing this, I would recommend like a medium to large size towel, or I'm using a yoga strap. You can also use a resistance band. And we're just gonna kind of grip up on it a little bit, and you're gonna hold it in front of you. Doesn't matter if it's twisted or not, it doesn't really matter for this one. So you're gonna bring it up and over and stretch out the shoulders, and then bring it back down. If you open it up just a little bit wider, you can go all the way back and down. So it really depends on how mobile your shoulders are. If you can only go to here, that's totally fine and totally normal. So keep that in mind. Good. And again, if you find any spots, usually right here is really, really tight for me. So I kind of like to go really slow in that spot just to get a little extra stretch and really work through those muscles. This is a really great one also for posture. So if you're trying to improve your posture, really focus on opening up those shoulders. I have a perfect posture workout, so make sure you check that out as well. Good, so probably about 10 to 15 of these, or until it starts to feel like it's loosening up, is totally fine. You just breathe through it. We'll do 2 more. Good. And remember, stretching nice and slow. You don't need to rush through it. Stretching is supposed to feel good. It's not a race. Last one here. Good, let's put that band off to the side for just a second, and we're gonna go into triceps. So bring your right hand up towards the ceiling, and you wanna kind of pat yourself on the back a little bit, and then you're gonna press your left hand onto that shoulder. So you just press down a little bit. Again, this is also a really great one for posture that's really overlooked. But it helps keep your chest lifted, it helps keep your shoulders in place, and it also really helps with shoulder mobility. So keep those shoulders away from the ears. Again, just a gentle pressure to press down onto that elbow is totally fine. You don't need a lot. Let's bring it down, roll out those shoulders a little bit and switch sides. So left hand comes up, pat yourself on the back, gently press down with that right elbow, that right hand. And again, you wanna kinda just palm onto the shoulders, little teeny press down with that right hand. Good, nice job, ladies. And breathe through it. Again, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Always try and pull the shoulder blades down your back and just breathe through it. Make sure your back isn't arching here. Bring it down and let's roll out those shoulders. So we're gonna come down onto our mat and grab that yoga strap or the band or whatever it is that you want. So we're gonna work on stretching out those hamstrings now. So you're gonna lay all the way back and you're gonna put your right foot through the strap. So if you're using a towel, just hold on to each end of the towel and we're gonna bring the right leg straight up towards the ceiling. And then from here, you can either choose to keep your left leg bent with the foot flat on the floor, or you can extend it out if you want a little extra stretch. And just hold for about 30 seconds to a minute. Breathe through those muscles. Think about really breathing into the back of that leg. If you have a little bend, that's totally normal. Make sure that your knee is not locked all the way out, because that will not be good for your ligaments. You want to focus on getting that hamstring muscle and the belly of that muscle. So this part right here. So even a little bend may actually help you feel that a little bit more. And then from this position, we are going to bring the towel or the band into the right hand and extend your left leg arm out to the side, and you're gonna come out to the side for a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. So you're working against that band. It's helping to hold you in place. And again, just breathe into it. We're focusing on those inner thigh muscles. Keep both shoulders down onto the mat. Both hips are grounded down to the floor, so you may feel a little bit of abdominals and oblique here, and that's totally normal. Bring it back up to the center, and then bring the strap into the left hand, so you're switching sides. Right hand comes out to the side, and then you're gonna twist, or not twist, you're gonna kind of cross it over a little bit, and you don't wanna go way out to the side. You wanna just keep both hips grounded, and it's gonna come to the side just a little bit, so that right hip is grounding down. You're gonna feel it all down the right leg. That's that IT band. So if you run or you cycle or you sit at a desk all day, this is a perfect stretch for you. And then again, bring it back up to the center, bend that knee. You can hug both knees in towards the chest for a second before we go to the other side. All right, so let's go to the other side. So same exact thing, you're gonna make a little loop with that band or towel or strap or whatever you're using, and bring the left foot into it. And again, you can either extend the right leg or keep it bent, whatever works for you, whatever works for your flexibility. So I'm gonna extend it out, and then that left leg is straight up towards the ceiling. And again, no locking out that knee. I'm just working on that hamstring. So you don't want to feel the stretch behind your knee. You want to feel it right in the muscle. So remember, stretching, you don't want to push it. It's better to be gentle on your body. You will get there. So try and stretch every single day. I try and stretch 10 to 15 minutes every day just to really help with muscle recovery and to help with soreness and to make sure that I stay mobile, especially if I sit at the desk all day. So from here, you're gonna put both hands, or hold on to the strap with both hands on the left hand, extend the right arm out to the side, and we're gonna go out for that inner thigh stretch. So I like kind of propping my elbow onto the floor to kind of hold it. And that band is going to just be like a little hammock almost for that foot. Again, both hips are glued down, especially focus on that right side if it's your left leg out to the side. It's gonna wanna kind of pop up. So keep it grounded. Again, those obliques will probably be working a little bit. Bring it back up to the center, and then you're gonna switch hands. So both straps come into the right hand, left arm goes out to the side, and we're focusing on that IT band. So that left hip stays grounded, and you don't have to cross the leg over too far to the side. And keep that foot flexed here. That'll really help get into that IT band. Good. Make sure the left side is glued down. Breathe into it. This may be really, really intense for some of you. The IT band is usually one of the most forgotten ligaments. And it's really important, and it has a lot to do with knee pain and back pain, so it's really important to keep it stretched out. Good, let's bring it back up to the center and take your foot out of the straps. We're gonna put the straps off to the side and roll onto our stomachs. So from here, we're gonna stretch out our quadriceps. So you can prop one hand on top of the other for now, and you're gonna bring your left foot behind you and then use your left hand to pull it back. So you're just kind of bringing your heel in towards your glutes. And from here, really think about engaging those abs and tucking your pelvis under a little bit. So think about pulling your belly button towards your nose, and that's gonna help really get deep into that quadricep and even into your hip flexor a little bit. If you kind of just let yourself hang out, you're not gonna feel it as much. Really keep the whole body engaged and keep it in good alignment, and you'll feel the stretch way, way more. Good, let's switch sides. So right heel comes in, right hand holds on, almost right where your shoelaces are. So think about right where your shoelaces are. Make sure your knee stays in line with your hip. You don't want it to go out to the side. Sometimes it'll kind of sway out to the side a little bit. Tuck the pelvis under and really feel that stretch. So this is in the front of those quads. Again, this is another spot that's kind of neglected, especially if you sit at a desk all day. And really tight quads is gonna create a little bit of knee pain. So you wanna make sure it stays nice and stretched out. I've had that problem before where my quads get really, really tight and my knee starts hurting and I don't know what it is. And then I foam roll and I stretch and then it's all better. So stretching and foam rolling is amazing. And release. And we're gonna stretch out the shoulders now. So we've done this one in the perfect posture workout. We're gonna stretch our right side first. You're gonna come to the left side of your mat and extend your right arm out to the side. And then you are going to roll onto your right side and your left foot's gonna come onto the mat. So you're kind of doing like a twist onto your shoulder a little bit. And then you can relax your head down. If you're really flexible, you can grab the hand behind you for a little extra stretch. And just kind of relax your head and your neck as much as possible. This one's a little bit awkward, but it feels really, really good. This is one of my favorite stretches to do in a yoga class or at home. And again, perfect if you work at a desk all day. And then let's gently release, roll back onto your stomach, and we're gonna come to the other side. So you're gonna come to the right side of your mat, extend your left arm straight out to the side, and then you roll onto that left side. Right foot comes onto the mat. So you can stay right here. This is totally, totally fine. Or if you want a little extra stretch, grab behind, hold on, clasp your hands behind you, and again, relax your head and your neck as much as you can down onto the mat. And just breathe into it. So if you like this, you'll also like my foam rolling routine, which can really help with mobility as well. Roll it back up. Let's do a little bit of a child's pose and take one last stretch for the lower back. So you'll really love a foam rolling routine, or I have a 15-minute relaxation kind of yoga stretch that you might like as well. So I'll link those down below for you. And then let's roll it all the way up, and hopefully you feel a little bit more stretched out, a little bit more relaxed, and your muscles feel really good after that stretch. So again, remember to stretch every day. Try and get 10 to 15 minutes in. If you can only get 5 minutes, that's totally fine. Also, make sure you check in with me. I have the Facebook community for you. It's filled with a ton of inspiring women, and we help each other, we root each other on, we share recipes, we share tips, we ask questions. It's amazing. It's just for you guys, so there's a link down below to join. Please join me. Also check out Instagram or Facebook, and check out thelivefitgirls.com for more recipes, workouts, and tons of tips. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.